showing a lot of heart right now.
Yeah. You can only see this in demonstrations, you know. This guy just doesn't
look at real. A masterpiece of an MMA performance tonight.
Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is known as a martial art that relies on technique rather than brute strength. But behind all that, there are certain moves so dangerous they can force an opponent to submit in seconds, or even cause permanent injury. One of the most dangerous moves in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is the heel hook. This isn't just an ordinary leg lock. A heel hook twists the knee in a way that causes intense pain to the opponent. In fact, many amateur tournaments ban this technique because it's considered too risky. The first fighter to showcase this move in an MMA tournament was Ken Shamrock, when he defeated Patrick Smith at UFC 1 back in 1993. And ever since, this technique has become a favorite among professional fighters.
Oh, look at this! Whoa, this is good!
Lay off in advance of this one, but still keeping a more active schedule than normal.
Next up is the rear naked choke, also known as the silent assassin. This move might look simple, but it's a technique that can knock someone out cold in less than 8 seconds.
He looks to have a deep choke in here. This is 30 less than
Could be
Due to a rear naked choke, Brandon all in.
When this choke is locked in tight, it immediately cuts off the blood flow to the brain. And if the opponent stubbornly refuses to tap out, yup, blackout.
It's tight! She's gonna go out! She's out! Choke. This is deep.
This is very deep, right under the jaw. Malone's fading. He goes down.
One of the most underrated yet most painful techniques in BJJ is called the wrist lock. Don't be fooled. This move packs serious pain. The wrist lock doesn't rely on strength, just timing and precision. If twisted too quickly, the wrist can snap in an instant. And because it's hard to spot from the outside, sometimes the opponent doesn't even realize they're in danger. The next move is the kimura. This technique is a direct threat to the opponent's shoulder. When locked in properly, it forces the shoulder joint out of its socket.
He's gonna launch you to absolutely new heights in your. He's just getting out wrestled. Young's just getting outpaced, experienced. Young Sang.
Looking for the Kimura Nation! Oh, look at this! Unbelievable! Trying to finish it!
There was even a case where a professional fighter suffered a full dislocation, just because they tapped out 1 second too late.
You're showing a lot of heart right now.
Yeah. Oh.
To this day, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu has become an essential part of combat sports like MMA. This discipline, focused on submissions and ground fighting, is a must-have weapon in every martial artist's arsenal.
Beautiful, and those breathing is perfect. Yep.
This was clearly seen in Renier de Ridder's performance, where he showcased world-class grappling to capture the one light heavyweight world title from Aung La.
Aung La has that Dutch kickboxing style. Sprawls out, defends against the takedown attempt. Good defense from Aung La. Back of Aung La! He wants to choke him quick! Aung La defending.
This fight proved that BJJ can neutralize an opponent's striking power through grappling. And it's no surprise. De Ridder is a Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu black belt.
You cannot protect your neck. You can't toughen your neck. Oh, take his neck. He's standing now. Crushing. Trying to crush the chin of Allah.
Sliding underneath the chin.
Is it going to happen? Oh, my word.
In another fight, Mikey Musumeci secured a victory by submission over Japanese MMA legend Masakazu Imanari, showcasing truly outstanding technique.
These guys both attacking the legs and in between things. Good control right now by Musumeci as he's got his chin to defend and one arm. And the way that Musumeci's coming underneath his arm.
Shake from Darth Rigatoni. That's good night, Irene. Welcome to one.
In BJJ, that technique is widely known as the twister. On the UFC stage, Korean fighter Chan Sung-jung made history by scoring a victory using the twister submission. Impressively, it was the first time the move had ever been successfully executed in the tournament's history.
He's got a twister. Oh! Final seconds of the round. Trying to get it.
Aside from the twister, another extremely dangerous BJJ technique is the Kani Basami, also known as the leg lock or leg weave.
Is there a Deborah Anderson? Deborah Anderson.
This move was famously used by Ryo Chonin against Anderson Silva at Pride Shockwave. It was a beautiful come-from-behind victory against one of the greatest MMA fighters of all time.
You can only see this in demonstrations, you know. This guy just does it for real.
A masterpiece of an MMA performance tonight from...
By now, you probably understand why BJJ is such a powerful force in the world of MMA. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu is a grappling-based martial art that originated in Brazil. It was developed by the Gracie brothers, who modified the techniques and philosophy of traditional Japanese Jiu-Jitsu. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu focuses on ground fighting and submission techniques. While its core lies in clinch work and ground control, BJJ is still considered a complete self-defense system. It includes throws, stand-up fighting techniques, and surprise attacks. One of the most fascinating aspects of BJJ is its emphasis on leverage and technique over brute strength. A fighter doesn't need to be the biggest or the strongest to succeed in BJJ. Instead, it's all about using the body as efficiently and effectively as possible.